Thank you.
Someone out there is wanting to say something, so get up. It's time to do it. Please, that's what we're here for.
I've saved a minute and a half for you.
My name is John Leonardi, and I live at Arnold Court Apartments. My question is there a way to have an outline of the structure posted online, and also a way to get that big book, I guess, a link to it online?
There's a couple of things. Number one, we don't have that outline yet because this is the first part of bringing all of our ideas together to start drafting this ordinance. Now, once we do that, we're what I would call take this to the second tier of the people that will be operating our ordinance daily, as in the city of Cullman. One of those gentlemen would be Mr. Rick Fulmer, Ms. Patricia Barker. She's in the back, also the licensee, Chief of Police, Chief Reinhardt, which is Chief of the Fire Department, City Clerk, and let them look at what our thoughts are and what we've gained from tonight and putting this into an ordinance to see if this is really reality. Can this really function the way that we think it can be on a daily basis for people applying for licenses, and how does this work? And so once we get through that second tier of support, then I believe it's ready to be placed onto the website. I don't want to do that prematurely, though, because we still have the freedom to be able to change our mind knowing that we gain more information every day. So once we get to that point, I believe we can place that on the city website for you to view. Second is you can get that packet that Roy had. It is on the ABC website or the state website right now. And Roy, do you happen to have that website or on you by chance?
No, sir, but it's Title 28 of the Alabama Code.
Just type ABC in the browser.
Guys, it is www.abc.alabama.gov. Okay?
Well, is there a way to put a forum on there where you could see the different ideas that you might have on it, like blog or
Would you give an example? What do you?
Yeah.
like different, like the zoning ordinance, say, these are the ideas that we have for this. Having a hot coal sale, these are the different ideas that we have on this.
I'll respond to that, and I know it's going to be hard for this room to believe, but since we're in politics, there's a lot of people that don't trust politicians. Can you believe that? And by us placing something on our website, and the reason I would say not right now, John, is because if we place a statement on our website, that looks like, since it's placed on our website, that that's our final decision. There's 5 of these council members, and with all 5 of them, we all have different ideas, which is good. We want the diversity in this council to come out with the best legislation. But until we come to a consensus, we don't need to place any final statement on the website. But we will when that comes to a point, because if we place something there and then we change our minds and change it, of course, that looks like the politician changed their mind overnight. And it's just because we gain more information every day. Am I correct, guys? And state your name one more time.
John Leonardo.
Did you get that, Coach? There you go. I see a lot of restaurants in here tonight. Is there any questions about that? Yeah, well,
My name's Mike Pitts. I can't get it to work with me. Anyway, my name is Mike Pitts. I don't live in the city, but I operate Salsa's Restaurant, Designs by Grace Catering. I have some questions that are going to be important for me that I think they may not just come up in your conversation. So I'd just like to sort of state them and see if you could address them, not tonight, but at some point so we have answers. We're caterers, we're licensed caterers, so we travel around and go from event to event. So I've got questions about buying alcohol in bulk. We have had a few weddings that don't have alcohol, but not very many. So it's an issue for us to know about being able to be licensed as a caterer, and be able to buy the product and then transport the product, in our vehicles from one location to another. Also, I've got a question about, as a corporation, we're a sub-S corporation, if we bought alcohol for catering, if we were licensed in the restaurant to sell alcohol, would there be a different license or category as a restaurant owner serving alcohol at a table versus buying it in a container and taking it to a catering event? Would there be any difference, or would it be a different type of license? My companies work all under the same heading, doing business as, and so I need to know what the distinction is and if there would be any. Also, I heard a little bit about being so many feet from a church, park, or a school. I went to the courthouse today and found out we're about 523 feet from the park. So I don't know that we're even going to deal with it in the or sell it in the restaurant, but I just want to be aware of what all the guidelines are, if there are restrictions and distances. Also, if we chose to serve the alcohol in the restaurant, how would the age of our servers be affected? Would we? I know that I heard that there would be someone 21 years of age would have to be on premises if you were selling in a store. I can't remember exactly what it was. Anywhere? Okay, so I need to know how that affects me as a restaurant owner. We normally don't have anybody under 18 years old, but time. Okay. End of my questions.
Mike, most of that is going to be answered in the state code as far as the age limits of the servers and whatnot like that. That is state regulation. And you can go to that website. It's a book. But it'll be spelled out, in your license application also. It's in there.
Oh, you got a comment on that?
Yes, sir. I'm not going to say what the council's going to do or not do, but there are certain requirements that the state requires that you're talking about, but it appears that you may be talking about special events license. There's a code section in the state code that allows special events. In other words, certain sales for a specific event, such as a wedding or that nature. The problem you're going to find, though, is that the license itself, the premises itself must also be licensed, not just the person selling the alcohol, but the premise itself must be licensed. So, and don't want to single out someone who but I know there's a place across the street over here that has many weddings. If they want to have a wedding to allow alcohol, they will have to get a permit from the state to be licensed to have alcohol on that premises. The person selling the alcohol will also have to have a special permit license. And that's good for up to, I believe, a week, is what the agents told us the other day. So that all will be pretty much regulated by the state. However, the city will have to incorporate the ability for you to do that within their code section. If we don't have it, have a special events license category in our ordinance, then the state will not issue you a special events license because it would be prohibited within this city. You see what I'm saying? Other things is, and I